Alright, here's my video on how to put together the spelling spinners. These are really great spinners to use for this spelling spinner project I'm going to show you how to do. And you can also use them for other games as well. So let's get started. Alright, first things first, you're going to want to print out the spelling spinners. I also have these in black and white. If you don't want to use your ink on your printer, you can have your kids color them. And so what you're going to do is laminate them. And here's mine laminated. And you can actually not laminate them. If you want to just put them out on cardstock, they should hold up just fine. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is cut these circles around. Okay, now that we have this cut out, we're going to cut out this hole in the middle, and I'm going to show you the easiest way to do this. Unless you have a long arm hole punch, this is the best way that I found. So you're going to need a cutting board and an X-Acto knife, and you're going to cut a hexagon in the middle. And I'm showing you how to do this with the spinners that I found on Amazon. So these spinners are super great. You can get, I think it's 50 of them for $7. Just so worth it in my opinion. You can make all sorts of fun stuff, but that's because I'm a printable nerd. So I made this to fit these spinners, and I'll put a link on those spinners so you can find them. So what we're going to do is just make a hexagon. So we're going to cut top, bottom, side, and side, and then connect those corners. And then I'm going to flip this over, and you can see a slight, I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's a slight outline of where we push through. So we're going to just make a cut, do the exact same thing on the other side. This is just the best way that I found to do this. Okay, and that should just pop right out. And now you have a little circle in the middle. And now you can take your spinner and just pop it through. And you've got your spinner that spins really well. Kids always like it when the spinners spin well. If you don't have these spinners, there's a couple of other ideas you can do. You can use a brad and a paper clip. This looks okay. You just have to have a little space underneath there. So it doesn't spin as well as the spinner. The spinner spins the best, of course. And then also, this was a little experiment I did. I included this on one of the spinner pages, but I just made a little arrow out of laminated paper and then taped it up top, and then used that with a brad, and it spins okay. That actually spins better than the paper clip, I think. But if you're laminating these already, then you can make this easily. And then I think you can do probably with just cardstock. So that's how you make those spinners. And here is how you use the spelling spinners. Alright, now let's see how to use the spelling spinners. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick your spelling word and count how many letters are in the word. And so for the demonstration today, we're going to use the word hilarious. Hilarious has 9 letters, so we're going to find the spelling spinner that has 9 spots on it. So this is the one we're going to be using for today. And you can choose to do this however you want. For harder words, I like to write it in pencil up top for the first one. And so what you're going to do is have your child spin the spinner, and whichever letter or whichever number they land on is the letter that they're going to fill in. So they're going to fill in 2, which is the second letter, which is I. And this is just a fun game you can play with the words, and as they kind of fill out their letters, it helps them understand where the letters are in the words and kind of gives them a better grasp of spelling. If they land on the same number, they just spin again. So it's just a really fun way of working on spelling words that kind of feels like a game. And this is why I love, love, love these spinners, because they're super fun to work with. Alright, and now that they have their word filled out, you can just use the next one to practice either the same word over and over again or another one. And that's how I use the spelling spinners.